Good evening. So we are in conversation with Professor Rakesh Agarwal, who is currently professor in Purdue University. We are currently at the Alumni Convention 2013. And my first question to you would be, you've been here the whole day, and how have you felt about this convention? What do you think was the vision behind it, and has it been met?
It's a beautiful day. Okay, and I think the vision about it must have been like getting all the people together and in general have fun, and then try to see where we go as alumni and how to help IIT Kanpur. And I think all that was accomplished because we did meet a lot of people, and we did debate some of the issues, right? And so I think it was a perfect day. It's coming to an end. So,
okay. So, sir, could you elaborate a little more about your professional field, about what exactly is it that is your area of expertise?
Okay. So my area of I'm a chemical engineer, okay, and I do basically my research right now, as of today, current research is in what I call solar economy, how the human race will live when the fossil resources are not that plentiful. So like using solar energy, which is the only energy, right, which can meet the human needs in the long run. And how would we get up in the morning and we would get our food, chemicals, heat, electricity, transportation, all on the basis of solar energy. Okay, so it's not just about one aspect, it's about the whole human existence, right? And nothing wrong with fossil resources, okay? As a matter of fact, we as a human race are very thankful to fossil resources, because the fact that you're taking my interview right now, we have to thank is the coal or natural gas which is firing this engine, right? So even the laws of thermodynamics were discovered because of fossil, okay? When the steam engine came, there was no laws of thermodynamics, okay? So as a human race, the last 250 years, the fossil resources have totally transformed us, okay? So the question going forward is, in 100 years, when they come down, will we live a better lifestyle, okay, or will we go backwards? And I happen to believe that human race will live a better, your generation, when you get to my age, will live a better lifestyle than my generation has done. And because we will master the solar energy, the ultimate resource of so-called Surya Bhagwan, right? Okay, he is literally the Bhagwan of the planet.
So, sir, could you elaborate a little about, since the whole day we've been trying to brainstorm about where exactly can IIT fit into this whole idea of developing the Indian economy, and what kind of solutions can come from within the IIT Kanpur students and the faculty and the academic research which goes on there. What is one major challenge which the academia in India, you think, currently faces?
That's a tough one, okay. So academia, I think, is a research, okay, is a very cultural thing, okay. And I happen to believe that India has a lot to gain there, okay. Coming from Purdue and having spent my lifetime in US, when I come here, it is fairly shocking, actually, okay. We as a nation don't have a true research culture, okay, and a true research culture needs innovation, okay. It needs going beyond the known, right, okay, and I happen to believe in fundamental research also. I think the practical come out of fundamental research. First, you have to imagine what is not there, right, okay, and once you have imagined what is not there, and then you make it happen, okay. So it needs both together, okay. Otherwise, you can't do it, okay. And it is, research is very different. Like, you know, it's state of mind, okay. You have to think different, okay, and you have to have a passion, okay, down here, okay. So you get up in the morning, okay. I want to make that solar cell, okay. I want to make that solar cell which is 20% efficient, and I will do it better than anyone in the world.
Okay, so Sir has been the recipient of the Distinguished Alumni Award today. So I want to ask a question to ma'am, who is here with us, that, you know, it's said that behind every successful man there is a woman. So what does she have to say about this?
I can't take any credit from this, but I always find him very dedicated to his research. His passion is just absolutely fantastic. You know, I did not know a man can think day and night about his research and be so happy and persevere. I mean, it's just I think he's the perfect man for research. So I do feel.
And for you probably, right?
And me, and very considerate at that.
She's perfect.
Okay, that's really cute.
Okay, all right.
So, yeah, so I would again ask you one question. You know, often IIT Kanpur alumni spouses, when they meet, they're always like, when the alumni meet, they just go back to their old days, and the spouses are left together, just standing in one corner and listening to their stories. So there would have been some very funny stories or some very anecdotal stuff which you would remember, something which you can share with us.
You know, that's the part which I didn't actually feel, because I'm always with him, and you know, so I really don't have that problem. I always attend, you know, even in US when I go, you know, with him. So I'm attending his lectures and all that. So it's not like I feel isolated. Okay. So I'm part of it. Okay. So I don't feel that part.
Okay, so that's really sweet again. And now one last question to you. From your IIT days, I remember I was sitting over there when you mentioned that how peer learning and peer interaction was a crucial aspect to your IIT days and how you interacted with some of the best brains over here. So what are some of the memories which you fondly recall from there? Some specific instances or some brainstorming session when like there was this euphoria moment and you were like, okay, got that.
It's a lot of that used to happen. I think, you know, that was very healthy. Like, you know, so I used to have lab partners, okay, and some of them, like, you know, I still remember the names like Rashis and Saris and all. Like, it was just phenomenal. Like, you know, we'll do experiments, and like the person would ask, but why is that so? You know, so you're not writing an equation, we are not just doing it. Why is that happening, right? And to me, that was an awakening. You know, yeah, why is it happening, right? Okay, and what does it really mean? Okay, and so we all were busy in bringing each other up. Okay, and I think the lucky part was it did not get over with IIT Kanpur. Okay, so when I left IIT Kanpur, I went to Delaware, same thing, MIT, same thing. I went to work, the same thing. Today, my graduate students do the same thing to me. It is always about why is this happening. Okay. And I think IIT Kanpur was a marvelous place because, as I said, some of the lab mates I had, I learned more from them than anything, I would say, even in the classrooms. I did not learn that much. I think, no, I learned in the classrooms too. I shouldn't say that. So I had some of the great teachers, like from C.N.R. Rao to Obe Rao to Ramki and M.V. George. There was a whole galaxy of them, okay? And so I have to tell you this story. So we were there two years ago. We were in Kanpur. And so I told her I have to go to L7, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember that.
Okay, and I went to L7, and it was empty, of course. There was no lecture and all. And I sat more or less same seat I used to sit, closed my eyes, okay, and I could go back in time.
Wow.
Okay.
And visualize everything.
And I could still visualize C.N.R. Rao walking, okay, and sweating, and M.V. George telling his organic chemistry, and over I standing and saying laws of thermodynamics, and M.Pi telling all the impedances and electrical circuits. And it was like going to Tirth-Yatra. Okay, it was truly a Tirth-Yatra, okay, and it was a wonderful time. So, what can I say? Very fortunate, very fortunate. A place where you're surrounded by some of the best brains the world has to offer. And for a lot of people, it might end after that, but I must say, like, you know, I have been very, very lucky in my journey through life.
Okay, thank you very much, sir and ma'am, for sharing your thoughts and views with us. Thank you.